Hi, everyone. My name is Michael Healy, and today we are going to be exploring quizzes as my new tech tool for this year. So, a little bit about me: I teach 11th grade U.S. history. Within that, I have a couple different groups that I work with. I teach general education, regular college prep U.S. history, as well as co teach two co taught classes as well, where I'm the special education teacher in there. So, I have kind of a wide range of students that I work with. Currently, I'm in my eighth year of teaching. Worked at several different schools. I also coach varsity football. My wife and I have been married on almost 5 years, and we just welcomed our first child a few weeks ago in January. So it's been crazy, but everything's been going great. So, why quizzes and why I decided to work with quizzes as a new tech tool? Um, the first thing is how many teachers that I know talk about it and how engaging and useful it is in the classroom. I've heard about it for years, but I've never really explored it. I've always been really into progress learning, which used to be USA Test Prep, and spent a lot of time working with that. So never really got into quizzes, but I've heard a lot about it. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to use it. Another reason I decided to choose quizzes was one of our department heads, who's been teaching for a long time, uses it at our school, and she does a great job. So I thought it would be a good idea, to be able to have somebody to do it, as well as my tech coach, who is our media specialist, has done a lot of stuff with it in the past. So I felt like I had a lot of resources to be able to help me learn it. Another reason why I thought it would be good is because it is a free resource. There are some things in it that we will look at where you can add on some certain features to it, but most of the features that you want are free. So it is easy and accessible for students and teachers to utilize it. And like I said before, I think it's important with the role I'm in as a general education teacher, as well as teaching special education students, to have a platform that is unique and is engaging for instruction. So, like I said, I heard about it through the teachers in my U.S. history department, that they use it all the time, and it's been a great tool for them. So I decided it was time to dive into it. We have class linked where it has all of our platforms that we can click on everything very easily, and everything is accessible to us. So I was able to create an account with my school email and get started. Some of my exploration with it was with Twitter and Facebook through a PLN group where people are posting it, um, about what they do with it and certain nuances and features of it. There are so many aspects of it that I'm still learning of how to work it, that at times it can be overwhelming at first, but I feel like I've done a good job to really learn all the different pieces of it and how to use it to benefit you. I think one of the best things it does is allows you to create quick formative assessments based off of the standards that you're teaching, and gives you data in real time, as well as lets the students see where they stand. I'm meeting with our media specialist, like I said, and he's done a great job of really breaking down each week that we meet certain tools. We've spent time focusing on how to use a test that we have to put on quizzes, how to pull questions from already made question or already made assessments, how to integrate a YouTube video into it. So all these different ways to get content from the things that we're learning in class has been really beneficial for me. So the evaluation of quizzes, I think, is a tool that can be used to engage students by using interactive formative assessments, either live or at home. I think that's a big advantage of this tool, is that it can be done in class or it can be done at home. I like to do it in class, and I've started using it as a bell ringer when the students walk in the door, or as an exit ticket at the end of the day to see where they stand. One thing our school has done is we've moved towards standards-based grading this year, to where we are very heavily relying on data points for certain standards to be able to calculate a student's grade. So it's been very beneficial to create short formative assessments to be able to gather data on what students learned throughout the lesson. Um, Another positive example of quizzes working well is the different learning environments that it's been used in. Like I said, I use it in a general education setting. There are gifted students in there. I also use it with my special education students, and there can be so much differentiation that goes on with it because of the different methods you can use to assign it. You can do it in class. You can use certain questions that are hard, that are challenging, that are basic, that are complex. So it really can fit all learning styles. One thing that I would say maybe is a disadvantage to it is, unlike USA Test Prep, which is now progress learning, the assessments are not tailored to the individual student. So I still have to make a general assessment for the students, and everyone will take it. To where USA Test Prep would take it and formalize lessons and assessments for what the students need. but overall, it's still a great tool. All right, and with that, I will now demonstrate how to do certain things on quizzes.